Hi everyone, it's Ambra. I'm back. I've been gone for a little while, well maybe just a little over a week. I just, life happened. I have kids. Well, actually my kids are fairly grown. I have a 21-year-old guy and a 20-year-old. Oh my gosh, that's right. He just turned 20. So I have 20 and a 21-year-old, both sons. And one lives at home and one lives like 15 minutes down the road. So he's here often. But anyways, one was sick this weekend, and so they still need their mom from time to time. So I was helping him out a little bit, and so I just haven't had time to get on here. But today I finally have a chance. In between doing laundry and cleaning my house, I am taking a crafty break. So unfortunately, I haven't had time to play. I've just been collecting things, it looks like, from my pile here, and working on kits to sell. So I'd really like to collect all this stuff and then curate, I think that's the word, vintage kits with all kinds of goodies. So that's what I've been doing. So that's not really anything to show except for all of these things I found. I think this all came from one estate sale that I happened upon. I had an appointment in Dallas and I just saw this sign and I was like, oh, I guess I'll try it out. It was this old house, and usually those are really fun. The older the house, so usually there's more treasures to find because they don't even know what's in that house sometimes. Anyways, so I just want to show you a few little fun things I got that I'm gonna put into kits and eventually sell. So here we go. So my favorite thing to find is always greeting cards, and I thought these were so cute. These Snoopy Christmas cards. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Snoopy, but I think it's so cute, and they're not even used, so someone might like those. I mean, they're really cute, but he's not my favorite, but I do think he's adorable. And then I just found, they had like a bag of greeting cards, and most of them haven't even been used, and I just thought they were cute. Some are, oh, that's like a replica. That's cute. And then most of these haven't even been used. They're just old, looks like from the 60s or 70s, these ones. But yeah, they're so pretty. So I don't know if I would just use them as is or maybe make them into something or sell them. Let's see if this one's, that one's really pretty. But yeah, unused. That's cute. Oh, he's cute. See, I don't know, maybe that's from the 60s or 70s. That's so cute. Oh, it's always so fun to find the really bright ones like that. They're really cute. He's cute, and it's hard to find ones for guys, so that's fun. They're just so cute. These look like more from the 60s. They always had like the big eyes. Those are really cute. And oh, here's a Christmas one. Oh, and I thought these were really beautiful. Just all these kids. And they're all for different themes. Really, really pretty. Sweet. So we could just use those because they have never been used. And they look like they might have some age wear, but not a lot. So we'll see. That's pretty. It's like an old Victorian postcard, but it's definitely a reproduction. That's cute. That looks like from the 70s or 80s. Maybe 80s. Sympathy card. Oh wow, and then a really old Victorian. That's definitely used. Valentine's card. Those are always so pretty. There's that one, and then it looks like a little booklet for Valentine. Oh, it's really in bad shape, but that's really cute. Definitely from the early 19... Oh, see there. See, I can maybe try to glue that back or just craft with it, but that's cute. It's like a little Valentine booklet. Looks like it's from the 1800s or, late 1800s or early 1900s maybe. Victorian. Okay, I'm gonna move those out of the way. Those are pretty. Cardinals. And then they had this little pile of, looks like pansy, blank note cards, like the little square ones with like the embossed flowers. Those would be pretty for journals or just to use, really. It's really pretty. And then they had this cute little girl. Looks like she's a garland. So if I need 40,000 Victorian girl dolls, here they are. All the same, but those are cute. You just kind of snip them apart and you can use them on projects. Okay, I'm just gonna put that. That's a mess. And then it looks like somebody was working on some kind of craft just, I don't know, but it looks like it's like they've got it ready for a junk journaling already. They're little pockets. It looks like, the style looks like Melissa Francis. You know, that brand was a lot older, but she had a vintage style. So it looks like her kind of stuff. But yeah, they're just little pockets. Like, I'm not sure, maybe made out of file folders. But I thought, well, that's cool. I mean, someone can use this for their junk journal, or, I mean, it looks like very wedding. Looks like a wedding theme, maybe. Holy matrimony, yeah. So this feels like it has something in it. So maybe some kind of leftover pieces. Yeah, that's fun. So many could use that for their kid. I mean, it's practically already started. Just add it to something or finish it. And then I found this little lot. This was actually one sheet, but I went ahead and cut it just to see what it would look like. So it looks like they're really old images of kids. But I thought, you know, and they're like in a negative, but it's like picture they printed. So that's cool. Really old. That might be fun for a project. And then there was just this envelope, it looks like, with Currier and Ives lithograph, maybe. Oh wow, that's really shiny. Sorry, it's like gold. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's something you could frame. It looks like here's a card. Oh, there's more of those. And just, yeah, some little prints that you could frame or use in your crafts. Those are always so pretty. I love the vintage style and all the different themes. Just so wholesome. That's so pretty. Little card. I love their Christmas pictures. I wish my house looked like that. Obviously it does not, but that would be like the ideal dream, to have a house like that. And then I found some cute old pictures. I have a lot of these, so I just get ones that are like unique, or I love anything with kids, so that one's cute. And then this little girl's cute. And I think there's just one more, and I liked them. They're cute. And I just really like this little thing here. You can use that for something. You just cut, it's really cute. You can use that in your little junk journal or something. That's cute. And the kids are always cute. And then, y'all, I always find these scrapbooks. Well, I mean, not always, but whenever I run into them, I try to get them if they're a good deal, because on eBay and stuff, they're real expensive. So I ran into this one, and I was so bummed because, I mean, I love it. It's really cute. See, it has all these. See, someone took the time and did the job for me. They cut all the images from the cards. It's really old. It's real brittle paper. But the images are just so cute. Sorry if I'm not getting this whole thing in here. They're so cute. But y'all, I have got these a few times, and I will I have gone through, and I'll usually, what I do is just, you know, you can try to get the images off, you can try the hair dryer on the back or the front to try to get the adhesive to undo a little bit. And then I've tried to soak them off in warm, cold, any kind of water, hot water. I've tried it all. And then there's also that undo, you know, stuff you can put on there and it should peel off. But on this one, I have tried everything and I can't get these images off. So, I mean, I have soaked them. I have done the hair dryer does nothing. I don't know what kind of glue they use, but it is on here like super glue. Like, these images are not coming off. So I tried, I soaked it for a while. I tried to peel them off, and then I let them soak for a long time. Like, I'm talking hours and hours. And what happened was this side, the paper just got really soggy, and it would just kind of crumble. It wouldn't like let me take it off. It's like the back stayed on, and then the top would just shave off or like crumble off, like kind of like disintegrate. So it is not okay. So y'all, you don't believe, it's heartbreaking because it's on both sides. So I don't know if I'm just gonna leave them in here just to look at, and if I decide I'm gonna, hey, I need an elephant, I'm gonna have to go cut it out. But then I don't. So it's the kind of thing, because I've tried everything and think the only way to be able to use these is to cut it out, because I've already cut some out just to see, and it does, like, the paper is really brittle as you see it just tears right off. But you have to pick still which one you want to use. This side, it's just like in a book, but I mean, the book that has images on both sides. But I mean, these are just so cute. How can I ever pick? I mean, it's going to be so hard. So I'm going to have to just be like, well, what, I can definitely use her more than this, but I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's just so heartbreaking. I've never ever run into that problem where I couldn't get the pages to soak, or the images to soak off. Well, that is going to be a mess. I'm glad I waited to vacuum. That is going to be a mess, or that is a mess. And then, y'all, of course, I found some books. But yeah, that's so sad. That's such a pretty, and I love to share those images with everyone, but I'm going to have to figure out how to get them off. Or just cut them, unfortunately. I don't want to, because then it means another image is destroyed, and it's not like you can just go get it at the store. Those are from the 40s and 50s, so they don't make them like that anymore, and you can't just go buy them, so that's going to be heartbreaking. Oh, anyway, so I'll let you know how that goes, and if I figure out a way, I'll let you know, and if I just cut them out, I'll share some with y'all. Anyways, then I found some good old childcraft books. Who doesn't love these? These ones are my favorite out of the whole, there's like a whole set of them. The storytelling and other poems, and then the poems of early childhood. These ones I feel like have the best images, or graphics, illustrations. They're so pretty. So if y'all ever run into this, there's so many different kinds, different years that this came out. And let's see. I think this one's from the 50s. 1954. I know they make a like one from the 70s or whatever, and I think it might even be the same images, but it might be a glossy paper. I know I've seen it in different years, or they reprinted it in different years. But these are just so pretty. The illustrations are just gorgeous, and you can use like the whole page or just cut out the images because they're not terribly small. But yeah, there's that one. That's the poems of early childhood. And then the storytelling and other poems, again from the 50s, the same year. Oh yeah, the images are so cute. And then it's just the colors are so bright. Oh, you just can't go wrong. I mean, if you love illustrations like this, these childcraft books are the best. So those are bolos for sure. And then I always like to find any kind of like craft book. Well, not any kind, but these needlepoint ones, needlepoints. They always have, I like the ones that are in color. So you can just cut that out. Well, you can just take the whole page out and use it as a pocket, or try to cut around the image, although that's kind of hard for those. I don't know, it's turn out right. But yeah, I just thought these were really colorful. And it's kind of like a matte shiny. Not too shiny. But yeah, it's not real embroidery, but if you wanted just a little fake. And then there's some that aren't colored in the back that you can use, or color them yourself. Yeah, that's a cool one. It's embroidery stitches. Cruel work. I can never say that. And then we all love these kind of books, the Steiner books usually, but this one's by Susan. Oh, I'm not sure who illustrated it. Let's see. I can't read because I need glasses, but it was gifted to someone in the 80s. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, 1988. So not that long ago, but I just got it for the images, the illustrations. They're so pretty, and they're kind of like fluorescent. They're so bright. So that's just different. I like the colors. And the poems are probably really nice too. But, if you're a crafter or junk journaler, you typically just want, you look for the images or the illustrations. But yeah, those poems could be good in anything too. But yeah, I thought that was really pretty. And I think all these books, they had them for like 50 cents. So you can't go wrong with that. And I also like a good remake of an old book. Sorry, I don't think I'm in a very straight frame here. But this one is the Mary Frances Sewing Book, and it's newer, but it's like based off of an old book, or several old books originally published in 1913 under those different titles. So this book isn't old, but it's based off of, this was from 97, based off 1913. So I just thought the just what it has to talk about with sewing and everything, and then the illustrations were really cool. And the pages is kind of, looks old, but they're not, so that's neat. So yeah, be on the lookout for this book. This one's fun, and it has some kind of glossy plates in it. But really sweet images. And, you know, teaching you how to sew. So the whole thing, the whole page would be good for crafting. So yeah, and I think in the back it had like little patterns you could use. Yeah, so like they're definitely new, but they're kind of like the patterns you probably talk about in the book. And the illustrations on them are cute, so that's fun. A little pocket right here, just like a journal. So yeah, that one's a fun one. There's that one, and then a good flower book is always a good idea. So this one, I think she just threw in there because it was so small, but it has some, it's kind of a matte finish. It's not too glossy. Just really pretty floral illustrations. As it talks about each flower. Irish wildflowers. So yeah, that's cute. And then these are always fun. The little, this one, I don't know if it's a Hallmark book, but the Hallmark American Greetings. So those old greeting card companies that made these little friendship books. They're so cute. They always have really good illustrations and sayings in them. So those are fun to get, and they're small, so they're neat to use in all your junk journals. And then I got these. I don't normally stop and look at these, but they're like the Highway magazine. Well, is it a magazine or a little booklet? But this one's older. Year. There's a say the year. 1952. So they, I just thought the color illustrations were really pretty. This one talks about cowboys and stuff, and in Texas, and my family likes good cowboy images and pictures and stories, of course. So that's why I got that one. And then this one had birds, so of course this one's the same year. What's not to like? Has some cute images too that are not black, or that are black and white too. But yeah, the bird images are always pretty. The colors are so vibrant. There's not much else to this book, but I mean, for 50 cents, I thought it was worth it to get it for the little birds. And then I found this book. It's, you know, those Gibson images are always really cool. And this is old. That says 1903, but I don't know. Not sure what year it is. But I guess this one's the Gibson play. But I just got this one for the paper is really cool, and then some of the images are cool. Illustrations. Yeah, I thought that was pretty. So these would be good in crafting. Real cute. I haven't read it or anything, but it looks fun. And it's really old, so that was cool. And then I think I actually just have one more book. No, I don't. Nope, I lied. I have more. Sorry. Let's see. And this one's cool. This is Encyclopedia of Needlework. Apparently, I think this lady liked to sew. And it's tiny. It's really small, but I thought, you know, it's mostly in black and white, but it has really neat old pictures. And then some colorful plates. So this can be used in lots of things. So this is really old too. Let's see. 1971. Okay, not that old, but still older. That's cool. So and it's real small, so you could use that in your crafts real easily. And this is just a cute little notebook I found. Rolled paper pad, I think. Looks like it's from the 70s or 60s. 50 cents, and it was half off day, so I'm not sure what she charged me, but they're all the same. But it's just real pretty flowers. Cute little pad. I like the image on the front. And then I found this little book. These are always fun. Is this Dover? Usually these are like Dover, made by Dover. I'm not sure, but it just has, you know, postcard images of old airplanes. So then that would be fun to use. You could use that lots of things. Boy stuff, which I'm always on the lookout for anything that was boy themed, because it is hard to find that boy stuff. And I don't know if y'all ever see these catalogs, but this one is the Christmas book of Neiman Marcus from 1981. And that's not that long ago, but man, who didn't love the 80s? I mean, whew. hot stuff right there. These outfits, but yeah, these are fun to use. Wow, I mean, I never shopped at Neiman Marcus, so I don't recognize any of this stuff, but I grew up in the 80s, so, but this was probably more of a bougie style in the 80s. That's not like the Pennies or Sears catalog, so. And then I found this cute little baby's book. I don't know what that is. I forgot my Roman numerals today. Oh, yeah, it's just like someone's baby book, and I think it was used a little bit, but probably like, you know how it is. You do one page and then that's it because you don't have time anymore. Yeah, it looks like that was one page. But I just thought you can use any of this, and the images are so pretty. So that was cute. Little baby's book. And then, y'all, I just like to find, these are always fun. I don't know how old this one is, but these, like kind of ledger and column books are cool. And this is like a cream-based one. You know, bookkeeping. Those are fun. And then here was another one, and this one went vertical, and it had like the same cream colored with red and, oh gosh, sorry, red and blue graph. Yeah, so that was fun. And then I found this little book, and all this was like, a lot of this was like in a little dusty box in the closet. I was like, well, what's in here? You know, in the office, I was like, you never know what you're gonna find. So here's a little, looks like a little little notebook with graphs in it, and looks like they use it for something. And looks like in the 40s. So I thought that was fun, and there's a few blank pages in there you can use for anything. But yeah, it'd be fun to use their pencil drawings too. That might be fun for something for a guy. And then I think I just have a couple more books, and they're not real books. Well, this one is. Let's see. This one's fun. If y'all ever see this one, the Hammond's Atlas of America. A lot of things that are Hammond's is, whoops, there's a certificate. Not sure what that is. Anyways, a lot of these Hammond's books they're just really pretty. Their graphics are really nice. Like if they have maps and stuff like that, they're usually really colorful and bright. Not sure what year this is. Maybe I missed a page. Okay. I should get my glasses. Nope. But I left them in my car. So I guess we'll just look at the illustrations and see. There might be maps in here. I'm not sure if this one has. Usually atlas means a map, so there's some, it looks like. But yeah, I always like their colors. They're pretty. These are usually from like the 50s or 60s. But they have all their illustrations of animals and fish are usually really pretty. I just like the colors. Get that up there a little more. Birds. So yeah, this is the Hammond's Atlas, and I know I've seen, and they have flowers. So I guess this one isn't not as many maps as I thought, but there's some. But I do like all the other little animal critter illustrations, so that's fun. All right, and then I found some of these. I always like these cloth books. They're usually in terrible shape, but you can cut those right out. So, and you know, if the animals look good, I just cut all the little animals out. Is that the same one? Different, but yeah, those are cute little. They're not in terrible shape, but of course, it's more for fussy cutting because they're not attractive. They got stains and bends, so we don't want that. And also not very attractive, but really cool is this magazine, holiday magazine. Those are always really fun. 1952. But yeah, it has a lot of damage. I don't know if they had water damage, but so I will just have to cut, because it also has like, yeah, it must have been water because the ink stained a little bit, but you know, save some of the images of what I can, because see, that's in bad shape, and if it has any mold on it, I'm definitely gonna not use it, but cut out some cute things. I like the ads usually. Just cut them out. Sometimes I back it on like a, like cut an image out and back it on a cardboard or, you know, a chart. What is it called? I forgot. Chipboard, there we go. Or just, you know, like a file folder, just something with a little more sturdiness. And other times I don't, because, you know, you can, you know, bend it or do whatever you want if it's just kind of flimsy like this, or just glue it onto a paper. unless it's your main focus. But yeah, the images are really cool. The illustrations, it is in bad shape, but I'm fine with it. I still use it. And then I just found some vintage, well, this isn't vintage, well, this one might be kind of old. Wrapping paper, and this is tissue paper. So it's definitely not Victorian, but it is themed like Victorian vintage. So I mean, it's not old, but you know, decoupage or use it for anything. It's really, I just thought the images were really pretty. And they just threw this in with my stuff because it's like trash to them. I was like, no, this is great. So this one looks older. I'm not sure how old, but it's wrapping paper and just has a vintage Victorian Christmas theme. I thought that was pretty. Use that for something. I mean, they're just going to throw it away. I'm going to take it. Because that is not trash. That's like treasure for us. And then I did find some old, really old real ledger paper. Let's see. I don't know which way it goes. This way, obviously. Looks like 1913. So it looks like some was written in and some wasn't. But I just love their 1917, their penmanship. The calligraphy. I mean, I could never. Mine would never look like that. But yeah, these are fun, and it's funny. They're very spacious. They're very big gap. The lines aren't. There's not a lot of lines. They're very faded. But yeah, I thought that was fun. That might be pretty on something, and some of it's blank. I just grabbed. There was a big book of it, but a lot of it had stains. You know, must have been damaged. I just took what was good. I didn't want. It looked like. I don't know what was stained on there, so I was not going to take it if it was really gross. But I just took the good stuff. And then I found this little thing. I think it's cute. It was like 50 cents. It's like an old wedding centerpiece. Bride and a groom, like made of the crepey honeycomb. So it's in good shape still. I don't even know. They probably used it, but I don't know. I thought it was cute. I don't know what I'll do with it, but if you know, I don't know if my kids will ever get married. I mean, at this rate, they're just going to have dogs, and I'm going to have fur babies for grandkids. They're picky. But they're sweet guys. They're just really picky. So we'll see. It's going to take someone special, I think. And then I saw this. I was like, oh, well, I don't know what that is. But I opened it up, and then had really cute pictures in it. So it was definitely worth it, because you just never know what's in a box. I mean, it could be scary, but this one ended up being really nice. So there's these illustrations, looks like prints that they ordered of really cute kids. It looks like, I don't know if it says American Beauties, maybe? So it looks like it's just a set of different pictures of these. I know I've seen some of these in like ads, like in a magazine before, so I wonder if it's something like that, but yeah, little girls, little cute little boys. Oh, baby. So sweet. So these are like the real deal, it looks like. She's so cute. Cute little boy. Oh, sorry. I'm such a klutz. And this cute little boy, I don't know. Those are so cute. I don't know, like maybe from the 50s or 60s. I'm not sure. Doesn't say. Yeah, I thought that was really sweet. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with them. Do we frame them, or they're kind of big? I mean, you can use her in a project, but they're awfully big, but really cute. I guess frame them and put them somewhere. That would be really cute. So I found that little box of goodies. And then an estate sale is not an estate sale without some trims. So I just found this kind of lacy. Looks like they tried cutting it, which would be a good idea, but has a little baby blue ribbon in there, some lace. And then this has just different trims, so it's all coming apart, of course. Some laces and some gold. So I thought that was pretty. Really cute. And then I found some, she did needlepoint, so I found this one that looks like she did in 1972. And it's just so pretty, the color. I don't know if you can tell, the colors are so bright and pretty. Butterflies, bees, and flowers. What's not to like? So I don't know. This could go on a journal. I mean, you could put it on anything, really. Or cut some of it out. But yeah, I thought that was pretty. She did a really good job. Usually I find those and they're not finished. And then kind of go with that, I found, gosh, well, it's never complete without some faded doilies too. Can't go wrong with hearts. So that goes, and then I found her practice, that she would practice her practice needlework, and I thought that was pretty. Like, I don't know, you could, oh, I have them the wrong way, sorry. You could, you know, cut around those and use those on something. Thought those were fun, real colorful. But never seen like someone's work that they were doing. Chevron, so those are fun. They were just all kind of in this box, so I thought, well, I'll try it, see what I can do with it so they don't throw it away. And then some old ribbons for Christmas. I like the hot pink and the dotted one, that was cute. And then I found, oh gosh, sorry, I'm repeating that. A little bookmark. Thought that was sweet. A little needlepoint with some mushrooms was in there. And then they had Holly Hobby, I think it's like decoupage, like you can decoupage it on this little plastic piece. Maybe the front and back, I'm not sure, but so that was neat. I mean, even if you don't do the decoupage, you could just use these images, they're cute. But it's like Holly Hobby. She's my childhood right there. And then I found these little bags of the little paper clip thingies, but they're older and so bright. Because I thought those would be fun for projects. Or I might just use them. I need some paper clips all the time. And then the last thing I found was some playing cards. And I just thought they were pretty. But they're like of a little house scene. And they're blue. Have that turquoisey blue, so it's really pretty. And I think that's it. I think there's just a few cards that got out of that little card thing, little Victorian repo. Not real. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's a lot for one little estate sale. I don't think I could have done better on a whim than that. But yeah, I think that's all, and hopefully I'll have some projects I'm going to work on this week. I'm hoping, unless life happens again. But yeah, let me know if you liked anything, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.